Hi Tutorial 3. Today I'm showing interactivity and feedback mechanisms that I built in Shape6R. I tested live in the VR headset, which I have at home, and the goal was to make sure every trigger and action, make sure everyone actually does something, every one of them does something meaningful. So let's get into it. In my first run, there was music playing in the background, so it didn't work the best. However, I kind of split it up into two. So for frame 1, just turn this down. Frame 1, and then basically every object I used has hover. So frame 2, this egg in the middle here. So clicking the egg snaps the camera to a different viewpoint, which is useful for redirecting attention without making the users physically move. Red object on the left, and it gives a light haptic, which you won't be able to probably see because it's through the controller, and then also gives press to hear a sound. Same thing with the green one, which is here, to keep a selected one with heavier feedback and one with a little bit less. And any button. And then this is where I clipped it. We'll go back here. So you'll see here on the egg. Because finally the sound is actually working here on the red object. You won't be able to see the haptic again. Same thing with the green object. The sound should work as well. Telling you that, like a subtle cue that's like clicking kind of thing. And then the strong haptic entering frame 4 was kind of the best. It's like a feeling transmission. It shows like you're in a new experience, like because I put walls, right? I forgot to mention that in frame 4, which is my last frame with the walls, there is haptic feedback on the controllers. So main takeaway here is kind of always test in the headset, not just the browser, which makes a lot of sense now that I'm doing it, because building in Shape6R, there's a lot of things that you can't do. And that's also why my recording kind of messed up, because midway through I realized that there's a lot of stuff I can't do. Haptic feedback plus sound are always just feel more intentional than either one kind of alone. So overall, this like museum concept that I did is really highlighted for presence in VR, because it kind of means in practice. A museum is about directing attention to something, right? You want to make sure that people know that this is the art piece or this is what you're looking at. And that's what I kind of tried to do here with the haptic, sound on top, the hover, the on click, the buttons, and everything, kind of layering the multimodal like interaction. And kind of building in Shape6R kind of showed me why that actually matters, because being in the VR firsthand is a completely different experience than the preview that is on the laptop. And it kind of feels like it's an actual place, especially when you go in the last scene and the walls are up, and that's kind of a whole different level of immersion.